What's up? Hey guys, what's up, man? How you doing? It's Justin. I'm tired. We're here in Vegas. I came to Vegas for a boot camp program. It was really fun. It was a lot of fun. Student pulled, what, was it 3 times? Yeah, like,
still have one more night.
he just let them go. Like, he pulled them, and he's like, you know what, this girl's not hot enough. I'm going to go back to the club, let her go. Goes to get another one. It's pretty cool. And, yeah, and then he came to some girls' mouths. It was a pretty successful program here in Vegas. I'd say so. And, man, it was just a lot of fun. Vegas is a cool city. It's kind of one of the weirder cities that you go to because you just go to the club and you see a bunch of girls just standing on the wall waiting to meet a guy to pull them, where you don't really see that versus, you know, most cities. Like, I'm from Toronto, right? And, you know, girls go out to meet, you know, have birthday parties and hang out with friends and shit. But, yeah, here you guys, you got some fucking dude blasting Michael Jackson walking down the street. You got fucking hookers everywhere. You'll cold approach a girl, and it turns out she's a hooker.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's a fun party city. And actually, move over a bit. Get this, right? So we pulled on the first night, and it just turns out she was a fucking prostitute. We got back to the room, and I was like, wow, that was a really easy pull. And then, like, she just started hinting. I don't know if she was, you know, a prostitute or if the fact that we're sitting on the 20th floor, that she, oh god, this guy's just fucking up the audio. But yeah, I don't know if she saw the 20th floor view, the beautiful room in the MGM, and she was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try to get money out of these motherfuckers. Or if she actually was just a full-on prostitute, because I don't think she was hot enough to be a prostitute, straight up. I was like, we'd fuck you for free, but I don't think you're hot enough to be a hooker. So we're like, okay, you can leave. Anyway, man, so in this video, I'm out here with Brian, cool motherfucker. He has a YouTube channel, you guys can check him out. You'll be in the comments and the description and stuff. But yeah, Brian's a cool motherfucker. And we were just talking about cold approach versus social circle, because I like to do a lot of social circle. Actually, I just filmed a video on the weekend when I had a birthday party where I got paid $1,000 to throw a birthday party. Okay, most people, you know, they go to the club, spend a few $1,000s on the birthday party.
More than that, actually.
In Vegas, they would. I'd say in Toronto, they'd drop about $1,000 for a birthday party. I made $1,000, got $1,000 in free drinks, had a foursome, and all my friends had a great time. The club's happy because I brought a lot of people. My promoter buddy, who I work with, is happy because he gets a cut of my money. I got money. Everyone gets fucking money, and all my guests get it for free. Everyone skips the line. All the girls are happy. Everyone gets free drinks, and it was just a motherfucking great time. Okay, so that's social circle. And then you come to Vegas. I got no connects here until I started making some. Started showing Brian how to actually do some social circle stuff. Even though I've never been to Vegas, I'm showing him how to actually do a bit of social circle in his own city, and explaining him how these guys are actually doing it. Because you see the promoters on the tables and shit. It's the same in my city as in here. It's kind of the same everywhere. But yeah, man, cold approach versus social circle is incredible. Anyway, I'll let you chat a little bit. Give your 2 cents.
Yo, what's up, guys? Brian. Thank you, Justin, for hosting me. Cool ass motherfucker. So I'm a guy that literally only does cold approach. I had a social circle in college and a little bit in high school, but ever since then I've only just been focused on pretty much cold approach. And so me and Justin were talking, and he was telling me about his stories, his foursome, all the pre-parties, all the after parties, and it got me thinking that, you know what, maybe I've been ignoring social circle so much that it's probably detrimental to everything else. I just moved to Vegas about 3 weeks ago, and a big thing that I really, really want in this city is I want access. I don't just want to always have to go to the nightclub and find a new girl. I want to be able to bring girls out, have tables, just have a good ass time with good ass people. Because for me, networking is very important. I love meeting new people. The fact that I met you, it's just amazing. Now if I'm in Toronto, we can link up. If you're back in Vegas, you can fucking link up. You can crash. Your student's fucking cool. I just love meeting new people. And so the biggest question I had for Justin regarding social circle versus cold approach was kind of how do you get started? The initial jump seems to be the hardest for me. How do you get started? Because I'm just so used to being, I guess, distant with people. Yeah. Because I have very one-off interactions. And so, yeah, go ahead. And so, for me, it's how would you recommend a guy like me who only spends his time cold approaching? Even if I do it at a high level, it's how would you jump into a social circle?
So, I mean, the only difference, actually, the way I've always seen game is, it's not just about having sex with strangers. That's a cool bonus. But it's also, it's a byproduct of just being a cool guy, meeting cool people. and keeping them around is really important. You know what I mean? Like, actually building a genuine connection with them, so that way, you know, for example, when I was in Australia, I made such good friends with so many random people that when I came back, I had places to crash. So I was in Melbourne, and I had a place to stay. I didn't have to pay for rent in that expensive city. I was staying in this beautiful city center apartment, right? And then I had a girlfriend there, so like we could just hang out there. Or like if I ever go back to Sydney, like I have a girl there who like I'm still friends with, that, you know, I could crash with her. Or like, you know, it's so cool because any city I go to, I pretty much leave and I got friends there. So I just came back from Europe recently. We did like 15 countries in Europe, and I have friends in Iceland, Germany, just like Sweden, Norway, like girls and guys. So just meeting people wherever the fuck you go is so essential. Even the fact that my girlfriend knew this dude from Mexico. Actually, I met him in Mexico as well when I was in Mexico. And we knew him when we went to Estonia. So when we were in Estonia, I was actually just like fucking so pissed that Scandinavia was so expensive, right? I was telling you how when I was in Scandinavia, it was so expensive. And we went to Estonia right after Finland, and just like way cheaper, but we didn't want to, you know, pay for a fucking place, and we just crashed on a buddy's couch. A dude I actually met in Mexico that my girlfriend went to high school with, and he's just coincidentally in Estonia now. He moved there for work. So it's so cool when you make friends, meet people. You actually have friends from all over the world now. And it's so funny because I was in Budapest. I met up with one of my old students in Budapest. We're hanging out in Budapest in Hungary. And it's so funny because that's how this shit works, man. It's really about making these individual connections with people.
Networking.
And then it's literally just networking, because I truly believe your network is your net worth. Like the amount of people you meet, the amount of lives you influence will determine the amount of sex you have and the amount of money you make. Okay, and that's very true. And not always the case. Like there's ways to, you know, start your own business, sell shit online, but you're also doing that. You know what I mean? You're actually, you know, getting a product in front of people, or like, you know, you do real estate, right? And that's how you might not realize it, but you're, you know, giving people homes, like people live. You're actually helping people in doing so, right? And you know, so business, game, it all kind of related, and you will literally get, you know, paid or get sex based on how much value you're delivering. Okay, so it's not just about being a cool guy and putting on this cool guy persona so you can get into some girl's pants, but it's actually about, you know, creating win-win situations for everyone, creating these genuine relationships with people, not for any other reason than to, you know, have a genuine relationship. And you know what, if you get your dick sucked, that's cool. If you make some money, that's cool, right? But you don't have to, because it's really, it's about the enjoyment of, you know, making friends, networking, because that's always been my biggest thing with this game stuff, is like growing up I didn't have a lot of friends, and the friends I had picked on me. So I was like, you know what, fuck you motherfuckers, I'm gonna go make new friends. That's what game's always been about for me, okay? And it's cool because, you know, the byproduct of that is, you know, meeting lots of women, making lots of cool high-status friends, where, you know, you travel the world with them, you're friends with famous YouTubers, you're friends with a bunch of high-end entrepreneurs, you're friends with a bunch of cool motherfuckers who are genuine, down-to-earth, real people. So that's just the way I see it. It's just about, you know, those real connects.
Yeah, the thing that I really like the most about it is the whole collaborative aspect of social circle. Because whenever you go somewhere by yourself, there's only so much value that you're offering to the venue or like to the people you meet. It's like it's only the value that you can offer. Let's say that like you go with like some girls, you go with like your close friends, and you don't vibe with someone. Well, maybe they end up vibing with like one of your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone still has value to exchange. And who knows, maybe like the person you meet, just because you didn't vibe with them, you can always like vibe with one of their friends. And this isn't necessarily like all about the girls. It's like I've met guys who I haven't necessarily vibed with that well, but then I introduce them to one of my friends, and it turns out that they have a lot of value to exchange with each other because they're in similar.
And they got you to thank for it.
Yeah.
And you become kind of like the cause of that. And they're even if you don't fucking absolutely love them, like they're always thankful. Actually, so get this. I met my girlfriend indirectly through this chick, Sophia. I don't really like Sophia.
Hello, Sophia.
I think she's a bit of, she's hot, but I think she's a bit of a cunt. Like, I don't really like, she doesn't even know this. Like, I never even talked to her about this. Like, and I doubt she's gonna see this video. Hopefully, sorry, Sophia, if you see this video. I genuinely don't think, like, you can just touch one of those, like, bitchy girls who like drama. And and like, I'm just a very different person. Like, I don't have a tolerance for that type of shit.
Yeah.
But, one of my old boot camp students, he met this chick, brought her to my birthday party in 2017. One of my buddies, who has this, like, we went to Cancun together, and he met this girl at my birthday party, and we threw a party together last Christmas. He brought Sophia and her friends. Sophia brought my girlfriend, Laura.
Yeah.
And I hit it off with Laura. Actually, I wasn't with Laura that night. I was with this other blondie, right? My buddy Nick pulled that girl and her sister. I just pulled that girl. But I got Laura's fucking, Facebook and Insta and shit. Same process I run with every girl, get all the social media and shit. We ended up meeting up for drinks. We hit it off, like, amazing. Now we've been dating for almost a fucking year. Like, it's been like 10 months or something, right? Been amazing, okay? And, indirectly I have Sophia to thank for it. Even though, like, I don't necessarily like her. My girlfriend literally said, yeah, I don't like Sophia, but the only reason I still talk to her is because I have her to thank for meeting you. Isn't that funny?
It's fucking dope.
And, you know what? If it wasn't for Sophia, we would have never met my girlfriend. So, like, thankful for it. So even though, like, I don't necessarily like her, it's cool.
She was the bridge between
She was the bridge. And it's like, I realize I'm doing that to people all the time, right? I'm doing that. I'm helping people, network, meet people, and they always have me to thank. And so indirectly, even if these people don't necessarily like me, I get paid for it eventually, or I get pussy.
So much value that they're still getting paid off the value.
Like they will indirectly eventually pay off the value. So like, let's say, there's, like, I noticed this weekend, my birthday party, there's tons of girls I didn't even like or didn't even necessarily like me. They came out to my birthday party. I got paid for it. Introduced me to friends. I get their friends' contacts, and eventually I'll end up sleeping with them because that's just usually how it works. Or like they use my guest list for promoter stuff.
Yeah, you get fucking
or
paid,
like
they get access. They get to hang out at tables.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking wins.
Everyone motherfucking wins, and that's really like the best way to do. So it's like that's how.
Not even just social circle, but just interactions with it.
Because with cold approach, you're like either you like them or you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like almost like with social circle, you're not letting anyone go to waste. Even more so than that, it's like with cold approach, you can only game really one, maybe two girls at a time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes three, like
there's only so much value you can get.
No, but with social circle, you can game entire groups of people at a time. Mm-hmm. So explain this to you today, right? Like you can game 12 people at a time. You know why? Because they're all at your birthday party, or you're throwing a party, or like pool party, or like something cool in your condo, and everyone's like, oh, so how do you know Justin? So how do you know Justin? How do you know? So like all the attention's still on you, even if you're not in the car, you don't have to be there.
Yeah.
And they're still talking about you.
But you're the constant among all of them.
You're the constant among all of them. You're the networking link, right? And it's just like your status goes to the top because like everyone's like, I know Justin, he's so cool, he did this for me, and it's like, oh well, yeah, Justin helped me. Like Justin taught me how to pick up girls. Oh yeah, Justin, we did this business thing together. Oh yeah, Justin, I met him at this club and he's fucking awesome. Oh yeah, Justin, I suck his dick. You know what I mean? So it's something like that. You know what I mean? I went to high school with Justin. It could be something simple as that. It could be something cooler, but I hope that makes sense. You know what I mean?
No, it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But I would say like for guys who are just like getting started, also do cold approach because cold approach.
You gotta do both.
Yeah, like cold approach is a very good fundamental
foundation.
Just to kind of learn how to interact with people. Not necessarily to sleep with them, but to become more socially aware and become more socially engaged with people. And so like this isn't a video saying like, yo, like don't do cold approach. Like you still want to be doing cold approach.
So you get this, right? My best friend Alfredo, this motherfucker, he's a crazy motherfucker. He's in a lot of my old videos, a lot of my even recent videos. He's a savage motherfucker. He's fucking like hundreds of girls. He's a great girlfriend. She's really cool. She's British. He's like this fat Spanish motherfucker, and you'd see him and you'd be like, how does he get girls? But it's just because like his social game is so tight. Like he cold approaches a bit. He'll cold approach one girl and he'll social circle the fuck out of her, right? And then meet her friends, and just it's networking. You know what I mean? Like one good cold approach will lead to you fucking a dozen girls. You know what I mean? And you'll know them for years. Like a social circle cold approach pays off years later. But I cold approached Alfredo in my college gym almost 5 years ago, about 5 years ago. Okay, I cold approached him. He introduced me to my buddy Jason, who's my other best friend. So I got 3 best male friends: Alfredo, Jason, Nick. Okay, Nick's the guy who started Let's Get Girls. So anyone who's watching my YouTube videos, Nick started it. You can thank Nick, but you can actually thank Jason because I met Nick through Jason because Nick came up to me on the street, tried to cold approach me, and I was like, who the fuck's this weird fuck talking to me? Turns out Nick was really cool, and I just was being closed-minded, and Nick started talking to Jason. Jason opened up to him, so then I was like, okay, I'll give him a chance. Turns out me and Nick became best friends. Now Nick doesn't talk to these other dudes, but I'm best friends with Nick. I live with him in Toronto, okay? Now, I'm a cold approach Alfredo. He introduced me to Jason. Jason told me, start a YouTube channel. And then I started a YouTube channel with Nick. I met Nick through Jason. So because I cold approached Alfredo, I met Jason and Nick indirectly. And years later, you guys watch my YouTube videos because I cold approached Alfredo. So it's kind of like if you've ever seen the movie The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher. Okay? This shit pays off years later. right? And now at the time of filming this, I've got 43,462 subscribers or something like that, right? I get to travel the world and teach pickup. I went to almost 20 countries this year. We're in Vegas. I was just in Europe. I actually met you in London, and it's literally the butterfly effect. And I can kind of attribute a lot of this to me approaching Alfredo in my college gym. Isn't that funny? Isn't that fucking funny? So yeah, man, it's like, it's not really, it's not necessarily what you know, it's who you know. Your network becomes your net worth.
It seems like it just takes one good connection.
And it really comes down to executing when the opportunity is there as well.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of guys, they don't have the skill set of like, when the girl's just being a bit cunty, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna let you go, never talk to you again. Or, guys don't recognize that instead of getting a girl's numbers flake, but Facebook, Instagram is forever almost.
Dude, it's way better. Like, I recently just started getting the Instagram about 2-3 months ago. So I, when I moved here, I would just get Instagrams, and like Vegas is a very high turnover city. But the thing is, a lot of the girls come back like months later, or even like years later.
Dude, so key.
And it's amazing.
So key.
I actually have this girl that I met in San Francisco about 3 weeks before I moved here, so 6 weeks ago. And she's like been seeing that I'm in Vegas, and then she hits me up. Like, bear in mind that I talked to this girl for about 3 minutes, and then just threw her on Instagram, didn't communicate with her at all. And so she sees me going out, partying, having a good ass time, living in Vegas, and she's like, oh my God, like, I'm coming to Vegas, let's hang out. And that's just all passively. Like, it.
Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to hit you. Just dancing here.
And then another example, I met this girl in Vegas the first night I was here. I was actually on my way to the gym in an Uber. We just chopped it up. She was cool. She's like, yo, my friend just got divorced. You should like meet my friend. And so I'm like, okay, like maybe, I don't know, like I have other plans. So throw her on Instagram. Turns out she's coming next week, and she's like, yo, like let's hang out. Like I brought my friend. You should meet her this time. So it's like, it's all paying off just due to the fact that I was willing to get the Instagram instead of the phone number. Because I don't know about you guys, like if I get phone numbers, I don't necessarily always follow up with them.
You never will. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? Now get this, right? Also, girls who follow you on Instagram, they will, or Snapchat or Facebook. Snapchat's kind of dying, so like I try to get Snapchat and Instagram,
Dude, I stopped
and then bounce them to
Snapchat.
Facebook. Well, I get 2 of the 3 social medias. Okay?
Really?
Either Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and then eventually I get them to the third. Does it make sense? Because then you can just bounce them around, and then they'll actually watch every single one of your stories. So I've met up with women,
And they feel like they know you.
on the other side of the world. Like I knew this one girl, Lily. I met her like 4 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
At this thing in Toronto called Nuit Blanche. It's a big like outdoor art festival party kind of weird thing. Okay. And then I met up with her in Bangkok, Thailand, when I was with my buddy Adrian G. We were in Bangkok.
Yeah.
And I ended up hooking up with her, Lily there, right, in Bangkok. Or another good example, I met these girls in Sydney, Australia, and ended up meeting up with them on the other side of Australia because they saw my Snapchat, and they're like, oh my God, we're also in Cairns.
Yeah.
Let's meet up, right? And I can just think of countless examples.
It just
of
keeps you
meeting women like
connected
that.
without having to like actually put in a lot of effort and work.
And dude, I can't even exaggerate. I've met girls in Australia, and I met up with them again in Toronto.
Yeah.
Or I've met girls I met in Australia and Europe. I've met girls from Canada and Europe. I met like just all over the fucking world. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
It's so fucking crazy how this works. When you actually apply the social circle kind of methods on meeting these people later. It's just so crazy.
It's smart because you're putting time into a game and like meeting people. So you kind of want to get the most results out of it, or the most like value back. And I feel like getting the Instagram is the way to fucking do it.
Yeah, and then like just be a cool guy, offer a lot of value to the
Yeah,
entire
of course.
world. Not even trying to fuck them, like fucking them is a bonus. Having sex with girls is a bonus. Having threesomes, having orgies, getting a girlfriend, all of that's a bonus to just being a cool guy who's living a cool life. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? Like, it's so funny because on my birthday party on Saturday, I literally cried. Did I tell you about this? So I'm literally standing there in the club, bottle, beautiful people around me, and then my girlfriend's friends, a bunch of these Mexican guys, they ordered a bottle. Okay, they had they're on bottles, right? Now get this, I saw a big sign, like at my club, they do this thing with flashy lights and sparkles and bottles and shit, and then they have a sign that says like your name. It said Justin, and I was like, oh my God, it's my bottle's coming. They walked right past me. I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad. I was like, oh, it's someone else's. And then I realized my friends got it to surprise me in their booth, and they just got $1,000 worth of bottles, and I was like, oh my God, I ran over, like, oh my God, I love you guys, right? And then I go back to my booth, and there are all these girls around, and all I see is a bunch of beautiful fucking people I fucking love and adore. My buddy Alfredo, my buddy Jason, right? I saw Nick later that night, and like my 3 best friends, my beautiful, amazing girlfriend. Okay, I saw them all just having a great time. Everyone was having so much fun. I actually don't think I've ever had that much fun in the club, and I was dead sober. I wasn't drinking. Tons of beautiful women surrounding us.
Yeah.
Okay, and my buddies are both happy with their amazing girlfriends. It's so funny. We all just all of a sudden have we were all just fuckboys having orgies together, and now we all have girlfriends. I don't know. And bro, I literally started crying in the club because I was just, man, 2 years ago, I did mushrooms, and I had this vision. At the end of my life, I was just surrounded with beautiful people I love and adore, and everyone was happy. And everyone, I'm tingling, feeling emotional right now, thinking about it. Everyone around me was so happy having me in their life because I impacted all of their lives in such a positive way. And I looked around in that club, and I'm tingling right now thinking about it. All I saw was people I fucking love and adore, who love and adore me, so fucking happy celebrating my birthday together. And I started fucking crying, dude. And then later that night, I'm sitting there in bed with my girlfriend, and I was bawling my eyes out. I was literally bawling my eyes out because I was overwhelmed. It sounds so cheesy and like, you're like, you're a pussy for crying. No, I'm not. You know what? Call me pussy for crying. I was crying of such happiness because 6-7 years ago, I was miserable, social anxiety, depression, had no friends. Well, it's kind of like debating between, do I choose these shitty friends who pick on me or no friends? So I chose to have no friends and start from scratch. I cut them all off. And I was crying because I was just like so overwhelmed that my life became this, where I had a foursome that afternoon with my dream girl, and she lets me fuck other women because even though she doesn't want me to, she lets me because she's so in love with me because I've changed her life so much. All my friends feel the same way, and they just did tell me, like, we'd do anything for you. And that all comes from actually building those real connections and actually having those genuine friendships. You're not trying to get anything out of them, you're just trying to give value. And people just want to give value back, man. And I literally sat there crying my eyes out in my girlfriend's arms in bed before flying to Vegas for boot camp because I was just so overwhelmed and happy with how my life has turned out by the time I'm 23 years old. How amazing is that?
Dude, it's fucking dope.
I'm telling you, just thinking about it again, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I can't wait for the next birthday, bro, because it's just great to reflect on every year and just see, like, how great it's been.
Growth,
you know what I mean?
Dude. The growth and everything.
Bro.
I don't have anything else to say.
Fuck yeah, bro. Well, that's the gist of it, man. Make sure you guys check Brian out. Make sure you guys subscribe to me. Because we got lots of cool content, and if you guys are interested in seeing what the social circle stuff's like, follow my social media. I'll just I guess it's right here probably, or in the description. Snapchat and Instagram, you definitely want to check that shit out because a lot of the shit I do, I always document it because it's cool. Then the other girls see it, you guys see it, and you guys want to be part of it. So then you guys end up signing up for boot camp, which is great because I get paid and you guys get to learn games, so it's win-win again. And the cool thing is you actually get to understand what that lifestyle is like, from my social media, and then actually being part of it. You know what I'm saying? And the girls see it, and they're like, holy fuck, this guy's awesome. I better go to one of his parties and suck his dick or have an orgy with his girlfriend, right? So it's cool. It's just everyone wins. Everyone motherfucking wins. So yeah, make sure to follow me here or in link in the description. Make sure to subscribe. I actually have an online course where I teach this stuff called Natural Transformations. I'm giving it out discounted. It's a $200 course, $200 US. I give it out, right now I'm giving it out for $20, 20 US dollars. And I'm only gonna do that for the next month or so. And it's not even like some bullshit thing where I'm like, yo, I'm only giving it out for a month. I'm literally only gonna do that, and I'm gonna bump up the price again, just because I want as many people to learn this as much as possible. And then who the fuck knows? I also have a free book. If you guys can't afford $20, if you're broke as fuck and you can't afford $20, I have a free book. That's not really about social circle. It's more about how to come inside random women. Just meet a stranger on the street and ejaculate inside her. Link to the description, free book. And it actually allows you to join our email list as well. But yeah, man, make sure to subscribe, man. Become part of our community because it's great. And, it's so funny. So my birthday party last weekend, I was just curious. I was like, what would happen if I made a public Facebook event for my birthday party. And I was like, what would happen if I just threw it up on YouTube? So I literally made an announcement on YouTube, and I was like, who wants to come to my birthday party? And I put it up on the thing, and a bunch of random fans from YouTube showed up to my birthday party.
Hell yeah. I
was like, I got paid for it too. It's kind of annoying because I was like, guys, fuck off out of my booth. Girls only. No offense, guys. I love you guys, but dude, you guys don't have value. You guys have value. You have a lot of value to offer the world, but your dick being in a guy's booth when there's a bunch of girls there and creeping out my girls, no offense, fuck off. Unless you're bringing other girls, or if you're a boot camp student. Because, I'll be honest, you guys have no value to me, not to sound like a dick. What value do you have as a fucking creepy dude, not knowing game, not being socially aware, not investing in yourself, and then coming into my parties, being like, hello, Justin, I'd like to meet you and come and party with you and fuck your girls. Like, I don't want you to fucking creep out my girls, right? So fuck off out of my booth. You can come to my parties, my club parties, not my private condo parties. You can come to my parties if, like I announce them on my social media. So if you're ever in my city, like, I like meeting people. That's what people don't realize. They're like, I would love to meet you one day. I'm like, hey, come to the same motherfucking city as me. DM me on Instagram, and I'm always out doing shit. Like, you can come fucking grab a coffee with me, grab lunch with me, or like, I don't know, if I'm going to a club, meet me at the same club or something. You know, I'm not gonna coach you. I'm not gonna like get one of my girls to suck your dick, but you know, we can meet. Like, you did the same thing. That's when we met. He DM'd me on Instagram. That's how we fucking met. And I'm like, you're a cool motherfucker. Let's do a video together, right? You're a cool dude, right? And that's, I love meeting people. That's what people don't get. It's like, come fucking meet me. And that's really what it comes, that's Soul Circle as well. Like, meeting you motherfuckers is Soul Circle. I met a lot of my really good friends through YouTube. Okay, one of my good buddies, Boris, runs a big vape company. He just sold it for like $40 million. He is, so I met him kind of through, cause like through the pickup community, I don't know if you've seen my videos, I can't remember honestly. And one of my other mentors, Joseph Rodriguez, is not really a mentor, more like a buddy, older than me, who like, we learned from each other. But I definitely see him as one of my mentors. He's got 52,000 subscribers right now, or something like that on YouTube. He teaches business. I met him because he DM'd me on YouTube, but I was like, who's this weird, creepy dude messaging me, right? Because he's like, you're a bright young man with a bright future ahead of you. And I was like, what the fuck? But then I actually bumped into him on the street. He was watching my videos when he was in Austria with his girlfriend. It made him miss the game, so he broke up with his girlfriend, flew back to Toronto. It turns out we were both just from the same city. Yeah. And we ended up meeting, and I was like, this guy's cool. And now, any chance we get, because he travels a lot for work. He's got like LA. Actually, he was gonna come to Vegas, but because he's in LA, it's not too far right now. But we didn't get a chance to see him. But I saw him on, was it fucking Friday or something? I don't know. I saw him sometime last week, before he flew out. And yeah, man, we don't get too much chance to meet up, but when we do, it's just so valuable to fucking people just crushing and traveling the world, learning tons, and sharing that back with each other every couple months. You know what I'm saying? Met tons and tons of people through YouTube. So if you guys aren't actually part of our community, we have Let's Get Girls Community on Facebook, linked in the description. That's our Facebook Inner Circle group, and it's free to join, and you're welcome to join and actually, you know, get tons of free value from being part of our Inner Circle community. Okay, then you have my Instagram and my Snapchat where you can actually watch me game. And if you're ever in the same city, come to my parties. You're welcome to come. Just don't be a creepy, weird motherfucker and creep out my girls, okay? Because I will have to be a dick, and I will have to tell you to fuck off, okay? But I'm really nice. I'm actually a nice dude, okay? And on top of that, it's great because, you know, the guys who are willing to make the investment in themselves, like this motherfucker, like, he was like, okay, I'm gonna make, actually, so our mutual friend, Chun, was like, bro, you need to make the investment in yourself. And he's like, okay, Justin, I want to do a program with you. I was like, let's do it. He pulled second ed on boot camp. He hasn't pulled in 6 months, right? So, like, when these guys are willing to actually make the investment is when you guys are, you know, I'm there for boot camp, and it will transform your motherfucking life, right? And it's great because everyone motherfucking wins. You know, whether you're not on boot camp, whether even just joining our Facebook group or having me on Snapchat or Instagram, everyone wins. Everyone benefits from it. And like, I benefit from it because girls see I have all these followers and they want to suck my dick more, right? Yeah. Or, you know, I go to a new city, I have no friends there, all of a sudden I have friends there. Like, I go to a new city by myself. I went to Sydney, Australia by myself. I left that city. I filmed a YouTube video that has over 1 million views. And I have a bunch of lifelong friends there in 1 week. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I ended up living there for a bit after because I was just like so great. I met some cool people. I went back, right? So everyone fucking wins when you just, you know, put yourself out there and, you know, actually, you know, build those connections. So you know what, guys, DM me on Instagram. Let's be friends. Let's be motherfucking friends. Give me my social media. Join my Facebook group, all that good stuff. I think I'm done plugging my shit. But that's the gist of it. Guys, check out Brian too. He's really cool. He's got some good content as well. I didn't see too much of your content, but the stuff I did check out, I did like. And you're a cool guy, so your content's gonna be good. And he's an aspiring PUA. I respect the grind. I'll link him in the description. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for motherfucking watching. I fucking do love you guys. I want you guys to know this. Like, I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for the hoes. I do it to actually help you guys, and that's no bullshit. That's no bullshit. I swear to God. I used to do it for the money. I used to do it for the girls. Then I realized, I was like, you know what? I don't really need money. You know what I mean? I've already got a girlfriend. I love her. You know what I mean? I don't even really want other girls anymore. And like, if I want them, I can go get them because I got the skill set now to just meet women. So it's like, I'm literally just, the only thing that makes me happy anymore is helping people. I don't know, man. Have you ever heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Yeah, we were talking about it last night.
So the highest level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs is self-actualization,
yeah.
I think, where it's just like giving back to the world and trying to help as many people before you die. And that's the level like Bill Gates is on, where he wants to like cure malaria. Did you guys know Bill Gates has saved 6 million lives by donating like $40 billion or something? Like, I want to be doing that. I want to be helping people. I want to be like doing Tony Robbins shit, where I, help people transform their lives. Because, fuck, man, I came to the realization, it's like, man, I'm going to fucking die. I'm going to die. Nothing's going to matter. Might as well just fucking help people before I die. Instead of just being a piece of shit trying to take value from the world, give it back. Yeah, create win-win relationships. And life's going to be so beautiful. So, guys, thank you so much for watching again. Hopefully you're not bored of me talking. Brian, do you have anything to add?
No, thank you guys, and I appreciate you hosting me, man.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Nice to meet you.
We're going out tonight, last night in Vegas, and back to Toronto for another boot camp. I literally get out of the airport, go straight to my condo. My girlfriend's gonna let the students in the lounge, and then we're gonna fucking jump straight into fucking boot camp.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be fucked, because I'm so tired of losing my voice.
I'm going
good weekend,
to LA.
Or, well, it wasn't a weekend, a good week.
Shit.
Dude, fucking intense.
Yeah.
So motherfucking tired. I'm gonna be dead, but it's gonna be a great time.
Hey,
anyway, guys.
Through it. We got it.
We'll do it. All right, guys. See ya.